Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. Today's video is a little bit different. Today's video, the subject of it is what wallet can you put inside of a Chanel Square Mini? So the idea for this video kind of came from a couple of different directions. So the first thought process I had was we all love small Chanel goods, right? And for a lot of us, myself included, the price point is a lot better because if you're looking at buying like a jumbo or a maxi, you're making a pretty serious investment in a bag. Whereas if you're buying, like a wallet on a chain or a square mini or a rectangle mini, or maybe one of the seasonal bags that's a little bit smaller, you're not making as much of an investment. So kind of starting from that point, we have this love for these little tiny bags. However, the question with these little tiny bags naturally always becomes, what is it that we can put in them? Because it's a whole different story if you're running around and you've got a corporate job, which is my circumstance, and you need to haul a ton of stuff with you, versus, what do I need for a night out? So that's kind of another avenue from which this video derived, is that we love these small goods, but what is it that we can really put in them to make them functional and to a purpose and not just kind of like a decorative piece of art? So that's the second avenue. And then the third avenue is that obviously, and this is how my love affair with Chanel started, is we love their small leather goods. So when I was younger and I did not have the money to buy some of the larger bags, I bought a lot of Chanel wallets and card cases and that type of thing because they're adorable, they're very durable, they add a little pop of color to your handbag, they bring me a lot of joy, and I'm kind of coming at this video from a standpoint that some of you watching probably have some small leather goods, maybe some jewelry pieces. I'm guessing you certainly have some of the makeup. And if you're kind of debating like breaking into that, I'm gonna go forward and buy my first like Chanel handbag, a lot of you are probably wondering, hey, I've got this small leather good and I'm looking at buying a smaller Chanel bag because it's a nice, introductory price, but really, like, what can I put in this thing? So that is the focus of today's video. I have a handful of smaller Chanel bags, so if you like this video, indicate as such in the comments if you want me to do another video on, for example, like what kind of wallets, what kind of things can you put into a rectangle mini, or a medium large, or a jumbo, or even a maxi. I'd be happy to oblige, but I thought this is a little more practical in the setting of a smaller bag, and the square Chanel mini is definitely one of the smallest bags that Chanel makes. So without further ado, and sorry for the kind of long introduction, here is my little tiny Chanel Square Mini. This is a bag that my sister actually got me when she was in Berlin a couple of years ago. And the measurements on this bag, I'm sure that you could do a better job looking at them online. I know this information is available on Chanel.com. But the basic measurements are that it's 7 inches across, it's about 5 inches high, and this kind of, the side, like, it's wider at the bottom and thinner at the top. I'm going to measure that at approximately 2.5 inches. So this is the bag that we're going to be working with. Now, I'm going to operate under the assumption that everybody who's going to go out, whether they're using this bag for work or whether they're going to go out on a night on the town, if you're me or anything like me, the two things that you need in addition to potentially a wallet are a phone and a chapstick. I can't go anywhere without chapstick. So I'm going to go ahead right now and stick, and this is the brand new iPhone, and it's a 7 Plus. And in case you were wondering, it does fit inside of a Square Mini. It's a little tight, but I think if you can see it, it's right there on the back. And then we're also going to operate under the assumption that we are bringing a chapstick. This is another lip smacker of the kiwi variety. So I'm going to stick that in there, but for all intents and purposes, I think it's about the same size as a lipstick if you were going to bring that. And then the next question becomes, what do we do with our IDs and our credit cards and our whatever, gift cards, store cards, that type of thing. So those two items, chapstick and phone, fit perfectly in the Square Mini. There's no issue. So wallet number one is the Chanel card case. So this is a very classic Chanel item. You can pick them up in every season in a handful of colors and a handful of leathers. This is like kind of an ice green or like an ice blue patent leather card case that my sister bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago. So this card case measures 4.5 inches across by 3 inches high. I'm not going to include the width because it's practically non-existent, but this little card case, you know, if you filled it with stuff, you're not going to get an appreciable difference in terms of the size on it. But if you either own a mini and you're looking for a card case, or you own a card case and you're looking to buy a square mini, you can rest assured that this little dude fits just fine inside of the square mini. And as a little bonus, I will also include the fact that this mirror fits, and the keys. This is a key pouch from Louis Vuitton. Fits as well. You're getting a little tight. So there it is, like fully packed. You can see it's puffed out a little bit. But if what you've got is a card case and you want this bag, that's pretty much the extent of what you can fit in it. That is the review on the card case as it pertains to the Chanel Square Mini. The second wallet is another Chanel card case. This one is ancient, and my little CCs have been replaced, and you can see that they're crooked, which is really annoying, but I've had this card case since 2010, and it's in awesome shape. So in case you were wondering what they look like over time, but I did have to get the snap broke, so I had to get the snap replaced, and with it the little CCs came too. So I actually have a couple of cards in here, and this card case is not that much bigger than the first one. This one measures 4.5 inches across, so same as the other one, by 3 inches high. And then I'm gonna put, when this is kind of like puffed out with cards, it's probably about like 3/4 of an inch, okay? So again, in the Square Mini, we have our chapstick and our phone, and you can rest assured that if you have this little fold-over card case that Chanel makes, that it is going to fit inside. You can also pop the mirror in, and you're doing fine. I'd say if you wanted to, you know, I don't know, here's like one of the Chanel lip glosses, you could put one of those in there. I don't believe though that this key holder is gonna fit, but you could probably stick like some additional makeup items in as long as they're not too big. So if you have one of these, or if you're looking to buy one of these, they work together just fine. Okay, the third wallet, this is my favorite wallet, is this. This is a zip around wallet. Chanel makes this in a million iterations as well. This happens to be the boy version, and it's the lavender, it's not patent, glazed calfskin that came out earlier this year. And if you open it, it has 3 different compartments. This is a very handy wallet, and it fits a lot more than you'd think it would. So in this circumstance, this wallet measures 4.25 inches. So it's actually a little smaller in length than the previous 2 wallets. It is 2 3/4 inches high. So again, that is also a little bit smaller than the previous 2 wallets. And it's about 1 inch thick. And that's a little bit bigger than the previous wallet. So the black one. And then obviously the kind of that minty green one is self-evident. It doesn't have much width at all. So if you have this wallet and you have the Square Mini phone and chapstick, it will fit. Okay. And I think again, we can get the mirror in. It's a little tighter, but I would do it. I'd be comfortable doing it. I don't think that that's too tight. And here it is with the purple wallet inside. So good to go. And if anybody wants codes on any of these wallets, just let me know in the comment box and I'd be happy to include them. I thought it would be a little bit of like a visual overload if you were looking at codes and observing what could fit inside of this Square Mini, so I didn't do it for the sake of this video. If you don't like that though, let me know. If you'd rather have the code like running across the screen, that's fine. Otherwise, just ask and I'd be happy to share anything and everything with you. Okay, the fourth wallet, we are getting bigger. This is another wallet that there are many iterations of. This is sort of like a combo of like a card case and wallet. And this, let's see, has two like main compartments and then a compartment for an ID in the front. And it also has a very adorable but totally useless pocket on the back. You can't really do anything at all with this pocket. We're getting a little bit bigger in terms of size here. So this pink wallet is similar to the purple one. It's 4¼ inches wide, and then height is a little bit bigger. This is 3¼ inches tall. So this is, so far dimensionality wise, this is bigger than all the wallets that we've already talked about. And then the thickness is about 1¼ inches. And again, I don't tend to puff these out, so I think 1¼ inches is probably pretty accurate. So again, we have our mini with our phone and our chapstick, and you can fit the pink wallet inside of a square mini. I know that you guys are all probably really surprised, but the upshot of this video is that the square mini actually holds a lot more than you probably think. So, and I have kind of mashed the mirror inside of this bag, and I'm going to go ahead and say that's a little tight. So I probably would not include the mirror. I think that it was a little tight closing it. So, however, pink wallet's inside and we are good to go. Okay, the last wallet, I have other wallets, but these are the only ones that would, like, in theory, fit inside of a Chanel mini, square mini, is this green patent wallet. And in case you were wondering, this wallet is also ancient. I think I purchased it in 2011. It was 2011. Again, Chanel makes this in a bunch of iterations. It has a coin pouch on the front. And then the back has this little clasp. You open the back. You have 6 card slots. Oh, I'll turn it around so you can see it better. 6 card slots and like room here and here under the card slots for additional information. And then on the top, you can pop in some bills, and then it all folds together. This is definitely the biggest of all of the wallets. As you probably could tell, we were going in order of size. This one is 4¼ inches long, so exactly the same length as the previous wallet, which was the pink one. It's 4 inches high, so this is the tallest of the bunch. And then it's about 1¾ inches wide. And that's a little bit generous, but I'm going to go ahead and assume, like, if you have some coins in there and you have some cards, this guy can puff up a little bit. So again, we have our square mini and the phone and the chapsticks in there. And you will find that while maybe a little bit pointless, technically it fits. And it's a little tight on the closure, but it's in there. So as you can see, all of these little wallets that I've showed you, and this is a little bit of a surprise to me. I wasn't sure if this one was going to do it. I didn't do like a dry run on this video before I did it. They all fit. You would be, again, very surprised to find out what fits inside of the square mini. So that's kind of my review on the wallet situation. I figured this might be a useful video for people that either own a wallet like this and they say, hey, you know what? I'm looking to buy a small Chanel good, but really, is this thing going to fit, you know, into a bag, etc.? So this is always a possibility. Another possibility is that I will just throw out there that if you're going out on a night out of town and you don't need anything, you certainly don't even have to bring a wallet. And so in that circumstance, you have your phone and your chapstick, which are safe. You can put in your mirror and your card case. I'm sorry, and your key case. And you actually still have a ton of room. You could put in, like, let's see. See how I have a lip gloss problem here? I've got 3 lip glosses on the top. It'll still close. And you are good to go. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. If you like this kind of informative video format, just let me know. I'd be happy to do the same review on other bags. And anyway, well, happy Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.